Hi, welcome. Today we want to share a little bit about personal branding and what are the things that you have been building. And sometimes, whatever that you are building, the followers that you have on social media can just be destroyed by your own, perhaps your own action, your own arrogance. So, today we want to look at this event that's been happening over the past week or so, and that is Sylvia NOC Saga. Before I qualify this, I would like to say that I am a strong fan of Night Owl Cinematics. I love their series, their episodes on their YouTube channel, but apparently we heard news that the way Sylvia of NOC, the way Sylvia behaves is something left to be seen. And so what we want to do and what best information that can tell us about all this is when we deep dive into what YouTube has to say. So here I'm sharing my screen, and here we are on YouTube. And if we just search Sylvia, just to be sure, we search Sylvia NOC. So we want to see what YouTube has been talking about Sylvia NOC in particular. And we let the search result speaks for itself, because in no way do I intend to talk bad, but we will analyze this from a personal branding perspective and also to see if there's any lessons that we can learn through this saga, right? So first thing, you see that NOC and Sylvia part 2, apparently there's a leak Zoom meeting between the team, and you can see how aggressive that they are responding to one another, right? So you can watch this video. This is not by me, so it's by Epic Asian. I want to give a shout out to Epic Asian. You can watch this NOC Ryan versus Sylvia part 2. There is obviously a part 1. So then next, you also see about the lawyer letter being issued by Sylvia NOC to SG Chicken Rice, some anonymous social media handle. And particularly, Night Owl Cinematic staff break silence on alleged mistreatment from their CEO, Sylvia. If this is true, then this is really indeed very serious, right? Influencer Sylvia Chan abusing employees exposed, trending, and the silence, right? So apparently, there's also this NOC Saga is also being picked up by the Daily Catch-Up podcast, right? The Daily Catch-Up podcast seems like an amazing podcast to watch, to understand truly what the NOC Saga is, right? And also here, SG Gossips talks about NOC's Sylvia's exposed for abusing her staff as team mass resigns. So, and also there's also the NOC Sylvia versus Samantha by Epic Asian again. So do watch all these videos to have a full understanding of what is going on. So now, if the allegations are somehow true, I'm not saying that they are true, but if they are somehow true, then whatever the brand name that has built over the years, whatever the brand goodwill that Night Owl Cinematics has built over the years is somehow being destroyed by Sylvia's alleged action, right? So Sylvia NOC, by her alleged actions of mistreating the staff according to what is being claimed, then apparently the brand value, the brand equity of Night Owl Cinematics are already being compromised And worst of all, how would people see Sylvia NOC personal branding? Now, personal branding is very important. And for this topic, this podcast is basically talking about personal branding. Why personal branding is important? Personal branding is important not only in terms of the dressing, in terms of how you carry yourself on and off screen. So in this sense, Night Owl Cinematics, as long as they push out the video, they are all perfect, lovey-dovey kind of team. But it is important that all this behind the scenes, that you have a consistent character, right? That you really live out yourself and not be a goody two shoes during the videos, and perhaps another person when you are managing your staff, right? So it is important. Stress is real. Project timelines are real. There are certain situations that definitely your staff didn't fulfill, but of course there's always graciousness in telling them, gracefully and respectfully on how we can work better. So personal branding is important. Personal branding affects this thing called searchability factor, which I will talk a lot about. What is your searchability factor? Is whether people can find you online. So an example that I made is I searched on YouTube on Sylvia NOC, and you can see that perhaps the top 5 are probably talking a little bit about negativity, right? And I'm not even saying it's true, right? It's talking about negativity from different sources, right? And I'm not alleging that, that she's guilty or she's not guilty, right? So we're looking at it from a perspective of Google search. When people search on YouTube, people actually see the first 5 negative results about Sylvia NOC. So about Sylvia NOC, then how do you think her personal branding will be impacted? Do you think it will be impacted at all, or do you think it will not be impacted? As it is already, as we read, there are certain brands that actually pull her out of perhaps sponsorship deals and things like that, right? So we do see that whatever that we behave online will affect us even when we are a celebrity already, in a sense, because Night Owl Cinematics has been around, right? They are similar with, the achievement that they receive is like similar, akin to like Chen Hao Tan and all the wonderful videos that they have done, right? Night Owl Cinematics has done very good work, very nice and engaging work, nice videos and all, and I'm truly a big fan of them. But unfortunately, after I read of a lot of all these negative things, it really can't stop me from having certain negative perceptions of Sylvia NOC, right? And today we're talking about personal branding. Personal branding is how you carry yourself throughout all situations. If you have a staff, it is also important to drive across the project timelines, the urgencies, but yet it's also important to inspire and drive across keep the morale up and making sure that we deliver the content or the project on time. So as such, respect should be practiced in order for respect to be earned. So good work, Night Owl Cinematics, NOC. I really hope that you can really rise up on this occasion and look beyond the Sylvia NOC saga, right? And really try to rebuild, because I really like the work that you do, NOC, but it's unfortunate that we have this Sylvia NOC saga, which I hope that in time to come it will be cleared and that everybody can really move on. So I hope that this little nugget of personal branding might help inspire my YouTube fans of which many of you want to start a YouTube channel. So this is some consideration that you need to take, right? So thank you. This is Eugene, the SEO King, signing off. And always remember that if you are looking for me, I can make the unsearchable searchable, right? Just give me 10 minutes with anyone and I can help them discover the searchability factor for their business. So thank you very much. This is Eugene, the SEO King, signing off for now. Cheers.